In today's video, we're going to take a look at these coins that I am laying on the table right here. So these are from a dealer that I see at pretty much every show I go to in the area, and he has little bins of different values. So he has a 5-cent bin, a 25-cent bin, a 50-cent bin, a dollar bin, and a $2 bin, and then everything over that's carded. He focuses almost exclusively on foreign coins, and at 5 cents for some of these coins, I pick up stuff that I already have plenty of just because I think they make good trade pieces at the 5-cent price point. And then when you get over that, I like to find stuff mostly for myself. So we're going to rank these, or I'm going to show you these coins in the order of what I paid for them. Everything in total, I paid $5 for the coins in here. But when we get to, especially to the last 5 coins, there's some good stuff here. And so I actually picked up 5 of these. Some of them are a little bit corroded, but here we go. These are the modern 50 kuruş coin from Turkey. And so we have the portrait of Ataturk on the front side on this bimetallic coin. But as we take a look at this one, it's this newer one from 2018. I like bridges, and this one has a bridge on it. This is the this is called the Bosporus Bridge. It covers the Bosporus Strait there in Istanbul. So in other words, this was the first bridge to connect Europe and Asia, not Asia, but Europe and Africa. I had to go back and check. Yeah, it's Europe and Asia over the Bosporus Strait. And so I like how the design on this coin has you actually see the strait going through it. And so you have the two different land masses there separated by the strait. And of course the bridge is stylized to be much bigger on the coin, but they wanted to show kind of the geographic features of the area on here. Really, the bridge isn't that big. However, when it was built in 1973, it was the longest, I believe it was the longest suspension bridge outside the United States there in 1973. That's since been beaten by some other bridges, but it was also the first bridge to span that river there, and there are a couple more now, but I think that makes for a neat feature. So this 50 kuruş coin, from 2009 to 18, it's catalog KM1243, and I do want to point out something if I can find this newest one from 2019 is very corroded, but the ones from 2013 or 2011, I should say. Let's compare these two coins. Apparently a lot of the 2011 coins have just something with the dies made there to be extra bumps on it. So if you look at the crescent moon right here, both of these are from 2011, but there's kind of a big bump on the crescent moon on this one. That apparently only happens in 2011, and it happens in multiple spots around the coin. You can see it right here on that part of the bridge, and flip it over, there's some spots kind of around the edge where you'll see that. So that's one variation to look out for on these Turkish 50 new kuruş coins. So there is one era of coins from Brazil where they all kind of look like this on the heads. There are a couple of different versions of the 2 centavos coin. This is the FAO version of the 2 centavos. Has a date there at the bottom of 1975 and the word soha. I guess that's soha or soja. That is their translation of soybean or soy. And this is an FAO coin, so the words around the on the right side essentially translate to food for the world. So this coin is KM586. We'll move to a coin from India. Now, after India was no longer controlled by the British, this was their lowest denomination coin for many years. This one's dated 1971, has a star, which is the mint mark for Hyderabad on the bottom. It is, of course, a diamond shaped with rounded corners. And this one was made from 1965 until 1981 when the denomination was discontinued. Next up we have, also from India, we have the 50 paisa coin. This one is made 1968. There is no symbol underneath the date, which means it was from Calcutta. This one is catalog KM58.2. There are some variations with this coin. Some people try to look at the Asoka design of the three lions on here to try and find the changes, and you can see some, but a lot of people say the easiest way to tell is looking at the size of the letter D in India. I think the D on this one is a little bit bigger, but then on the other side you can also measure the size of the number 50. One more coin from India. This one's going to be a 5 rupee from 2016. Flip this one over, and this one is catalog number KM399. So this coin doesn't have a lot of value. It's really maybe 10 cents. But there is an interesting variation to look out for, where they, I guess it's a mule coin, where they accidentally minted this side of the 5 rupee and this side of the 1 rupee, which was a similar sized coin but made out of a different metal, and so the everything is moved up a little bit when you look on this side. So that's a lot harder of a coin to find. I don't have anything like that, but yeah, these are. For 5 cents, I'm still glad to pick this up because you don't get that many of them. Here we have the coin from French Polynesia, 1979. The first year that they made these coins, the letters IEOM were not at the bottom. That's one thing to look out for. Is catalog KM8. This one's going to be 10 francs, and it features a traditional mask on here. And instead of having a Paris mint mark, again, it's going to have privy marks. So we've got the cornucopia and a mint master of a fish on that coin. So KM number 8. If you find a coin from Hrvatska, that is what we call Croatia. This one is a 10 lipa coin from 2007, and it has the word Duhan written around the leaves on here. So that's a tobacco leaf, so Duhan is Croatian for tobacco. There is a period after the end of the 2007 on here, so there are variations on the size of the period, but only for this year. And Croatian coins have another nice feature where on odd number years they have the words written in Croatian, and then in even years they're tougher to find, but you can still find them occasionally. It'll have the same words written in Latin. Also picked up a couple of the 20 lipas. These say Meslina, which is Croatian for olives. That one is catalog number KM6. No, that one's KM7 for the olives. I have a couple of Netherlands euro coins featuring Queen Beatrix, who was the monarch up until, I believe, about 2013. The 5 euro cent is KM236. And then also have the KM 235, which is the 2 euro cent. And definitely not rare at all. The mintage figures on the 5 euro cent is 213 million just in 1999. We've got more privy marks to look at here. We've got on the right of 1999, means that it was minted in the Netherlands. We have the, forget the name of it, it's the staff with the 2 snakes going around it, and the Mintmaster mark of a bow and arrow to the left of 1999. So that appeared the same on both of those coins. And so that's so common that essentially the catalog says it's worth 5 cents. So that's everything that I picked up in the 5-cent bin. Everything going forward is going to be a lot nicer. At least nicer in the sense of it's a harder to find coin. However, this one has, they all are pretty well worn or corroded or something like that. This one on this side is going to look like a standard Brazilian modern 1 real from 2002. And so this one features the centennial of the birth of, let me try and pronounce that name, Juscelino Kubitschek. And so he was the, I guess, the president of Brazil, the one who decided to build a new capital, move the capital from Rio to the new city of Brasilia, and he figured that was his greatest achievement. KM 656. This coin is so rusty, but I paid 50 cents for it because it is a German Notgeld coin, and you just don't find those at a good price, or you just don't even see them. That is quite the rabbit hole to go down to if you're not familiar with the German emergency Notgeld money. This one, I thought it says Weimar on the top here, although I will note that instead of an I, they put a J right there. But maybe that's just a stylized I, because when they have Pfennig written at the bottom, instead of an I, they have a J right there as well. This coin was made in 1920. It's made out of iron, which is why it appears so rusty. So I'm going to hold this. Let's see which has the best look of light on here. Shine the light on it, can't see anything. So that doesn't do any good. So let's hold it like that. And that's better than I can see when I was just holding it last night. But this one is called a crowned rampart lion. And I noticed that it's surrounded by a bunch of hearts. And so this one is from the city of Weimar, which was in the federal state of Saxe-Weimar-Eisenach. And the catalog of German Notgeld coins is the Funk catalog. This is coin number 586.6. Really difficult to put a value on something like this. I paid 50 cents for it. If you think Notgeld coins are rare, this is something that is even rarer, I believe. Also from Germany. This time I'm not even going to make an attempt to pronounce that. It is made out of iron. This is so corroded again, but I've only found one of these ever before this particular visit. It's another coin I paid 50 cents for. And this one translates to Region of the Commander-in-Chief. It does have an A mint mark for Berlin at the very bottom. Has a date of 1916. This one says 1 Kopeck. And so this one was military, World War I use by the Germans who were in Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and northwest Russia. And so they made a total of 3 coins, the 1, 2, and 5. I had the 2, but now this is the first time I'd ever seen the 1 Kopeck. And so I paid 50 cents for it. It's really hard to give a value of this. My catalog says $1.25. Numista says in good condition, still worth $3.50. The catalog says fine's worth $2, but MS60 would be $50 if you could ever find that. These iron coins always appear so rusty, but it's so rare that I had to pick it up, just like the last one, despite how rusty it is. You just do not see these very frequently at all. So we're moving from rusty to old and well-worn. This one is going to be from Egypt. It is a 30 millimeter bronze coin. There is a value right here of 10. This is a 10 para coin. Features the tuffra on here. There's another version of this coin that has a flower which appears in the empty space over here. That one's not here. The one with the flower is a rarer coin. This one is catalog KM241. We flip it over here, and it has an Arabic date of 1277. But this comes from a time where the date on the coin is based on the year that the ruler ascended to the throne. So it has an ascension year of 1868 of Abdulaziz. And then to tell you what year is actually made, it's up here. That's a 9. So that's the 9th regnal year of Abdulaziz. So that makes this actually minted 1868. So 1277, I guess, would be about 1860. That would have been year 1. So this is year 9, 1868. So I paid $1 for this coin, and the catalog says, yeah, it's worth about $1. But old coin, very well worn, didn't have it. Our final coin of this video is going to be obviously very well worn. I paid $2 for this one. Everything in the video cost me $5, and I paid $2 for this one, but the catalog says in very good condition this coin should be worth $5, and if you had it in extra fine condition, it would be worth $100. These were made from 1796 to 1800. This is from France, so if you look closely, it does have the words Republique Française around the edge. And so this comes from, I believe, the First Republic of France, so it didn't have a king on here. Instead, it has Marianne, the face of Marianne, who is the national personification of France. This one is probably just based on mintage numbers, most likely made in 1799. KM 644.2, and I'll say why the .2 on the other side. And I had a coin similar to this that was a 5 centimes, and so I thought maybe it was the same coin, but I noticed that that is not an S for centimes. That's not a C. At first I thought that was a letter L, but it's actually a D. So this one's going to be an or 1 decime. So it's like someone in the United States saying 1 dime. Which means 1 dime, if you didn't know, is 1/10 of a dollar. So this is 1/10 of, I guess it's 1/10 of a franc. And so it's also worth 10 centimes. This coin is 20 grams. It's made out of bronze. It has, we still have Mintmaster, a mint privy mark here and a Mintmaster mark. I think that's supposed to be a dolphin. But they also had a mint mark at the time of AA, so Paris would have been A. So when you see the 2 A's, that means it's from the town of Metz. The Mintmaster at the time was Leclerc. And they didn't put calendar years on here, but instead they put a year of the Republic. And so this is going to be something between the number 5 and 8, but the most common year would make that a number 8 right here. It even has some reading on the side of incuse diamonds. And that is important because there are two similar coins to look up in the catalog. This is the more common version if you find it with the diamonds. If it is missing the diamonds, then what they did was they had taken a 2 Decime coin and restruck them to become the 1 Decime coin. And so if you find those, it's worth over twice as much as the ones without the diamonds on the edge. Really hard to put a value on something like this. If Nemista says that or the catalog says it's worth $5 in very good condition, and this is probably not even very good on here. So, but still, you know, how many coins do you get from $17.99 from France? I wouldn't have wanted to pay $100 for this in extra fine condition when I could get this for $2. I mean, it would look a lot nicer in very fine condition. You could actually see details on it, but I do like this one, and so I've since been to this dealer at another show and picked up more, and I found some more coins from him back in January as well. So I really like visiting Bob. So I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.